Hi, welcome back. It's Rabbi Aharon with Rabbi Aharon Attitude Adjustment. Now let's put a little bit of refinement on some of the things we talked about last week about how to get the things you want. First of all, I want to ask you a question. Are you still sick and tired of being sick and tired? Because if you are, you haven't started to implement this yet. Let's start the implementation now. Let me ask you a question to get things started. If you had somebody who was very close to you, someone who cared about you a great deal, and they were a multi-billionaire, what do you think they would do if you asked them to give you a penny? How many of you think it would be a no-brainer? You'd get the penny without any thought because this person cares about you, and what's a penny to someone who has billions? Well, I want you to think about that right now in terms of the creator of the universe. He has infinite power to grant anything. Anything. Remember, he created a universe, so he can do anything. And he loves you dearly. So if there's something you want, and it's for your good, it's important for you and those around you, and it's not going to hurt you, then he's going to be very open to giving it to you. But remember, things that could harm you, and he only knows that, you don't, he's going to be a little bit stingy on. For example, if your 3-year-old was running across the living room with a fork towards the electrical outlet, you would stop him. Even though he doesn't understand why, you'd slap his little hand probably and say no. And you'd do it for his own good, even though at this point he doesn't know why. Well, when Hashem tells you no, you think about that 3-year-old with a fork running towards the electrical outlet. It's very important to understand he wants to give you things, but he wants to give you things that are for your good. Now, I'm going to tell you another way to help you to get the things you want. If you can wrap every request you have in a mitzvah, in other words, if you can say to the creator of the universe, here's why I need this. I need this because it will enable me, if you bring me, for example, my shidduch, to start a family and do more mitzvot, do more things to please you, to do more of the commandments that you've given me. This is a very good selling tool to a Kadosh Baruch Hu, to the creator of the universe. Because now you're going to give him something in return for what you're asking. It's not just an ask, I have something to give in return for that. I'm going to tell you something else that you can do. You cannot make a request and then do nothing about it. For example, you cannot say, Hashem, please give me money. I need money. I need parnasa. That part you can say. But then you can't just sit in the back room of your house, sitting on a computer all day playing video games, and expect to get that wish. You need to do what we call hishtadlus. That's effort on your part. You need to put forth the effort. And as my Rav mentioned this week, a lot of people get things confused. They think it's their job to bring in money. Not your job to bring in money. It's Hashem's job to give you money. It's your job to do the work that goes with bringing that money in. Now, as we have Shabbat coming in, I'll tell you something that's a big secret that a lot of people don't know. Shabbat, and how you celebrate it, dictates the kind of week you're going to have and how much money you're going to make within the bounds of what was given to you at the time of Rosh Hashanah. So, you don't get the money that day. You still have to do the hishtadlus. You still have to go to work every day during the week. But when you go to work, you now do what needs to be done to bring that money to you. You have to also understand that sometimes what we ask for is not what's best for us. And Hashem has something in mind that may be even better than what we ask. That's why our request should always be, give me what you know I need. Give me what's best for me. Help me to do what I need to do. Give me guidance. Because what happens is, this hishtadlus you do, this effort you put forth, is never wasted. No good hishtadlus ever goes to waste. So even if you do something with the purpose of getting something back, you have to understand, even if you don't get back what you thought you would, something will always come back to you. Here's a perfect example. If you've ever seen somebody helping an old person across the street with their bags, with their groceries, and you help them across the street, and as you're helping them up onto the curb, a car comes by and splashes you from head to toe with dirty, muddy water. And you look at the sky and you go, oh, Is this a thanks I get for doing something nice? And the answer clearly is, no, that's not. The thanks you get will be forthcoming in the future. This is what you got because of something you did in the past. You did some type of a transgression, because there is no way you're going to get punished for anything without a transgression. Okay? So, you also need to know you're getting paid back at a bargain rate. The payback may have been you to be hit or killed by this car, and instead you just got wet and embarrassed. So now you go home, and you know that in your bank in Shemayim, in heaven, you have a credit for what you did good. So remember, wrap your requests in a mitzvah that you can do and you can do more of later on. Do the hishtadlus, the effort to make things happen for you, and ask Hashem in the very nicest way possible to help you, to guide you, to know what you should ask for, what you should have, and what you need. That having been said, everybody have a great Shabbos, a great week ahead. Share this video with friends of yours you think might benefit from it, and remind them there's more on YouTube under Rabbi Aharon Attitude Adjustment. Thanks so much for watching. Be well, and we'll talk again soon. Bye-bye.